Hey guys, today we are going to be exploring 3 of the most popular towns in Santorini.
So we're starting off in Fira, which is the capital, and then we're going to Imerovigli. I'm probably not saying that right.
It's a tough one to say, actually.
And then Oia, the really, really popular town.
You all know Oia. Let's go. So we are starting the day off at the 3 Bells of Fira, which is a church, but it's not just any church. It's one of the most photographed churches in all of Santorini.
And it's aptly named because it does have 3 bells there. There's also a blue dome, but we can't see it from where we are.
Guys, I'll tell you what, when you're up here by this church, the views are absolutely stunning. I mean, you can't go anywhere in Santorini and not get amazing views, but just look at this.
So if you happen to be coming to Santorini via a cruise ship, which a lot of people do, you're going to come down here to the old port and you'll have 3 options to get up. Easiest one is the cable car. You could walk, you can see the steps there, and I think there's over 500 of them, or you can come up by donkey.
I think I actually see people on donkeys way down there, but they're really small. So there are a lot of cruise ship passengers here. We actually just walked by where you get the cable car and it was jam-packed with people.
A huge line. I'm glad we weren't waiting in that. So we're curious, do most cruise ship passengers stay here or go to other towns? I guess we'll find out.
So we're starting to get into those alleys with all the souvenir shops and just the shopping in general. And there are definitely a lot of cruise ship people here today. It's very different than our last video. We were on that hilltop town and we had it all to ourselves. If you want to watch that one, just click up here.
We're now in our second location, Imerovigli. Again, I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering that. This place is much smaller and quieter than Fira is, so it's way more our style. Speaking of that, when you think of those famous Instagram photos with the whitewashed buildings and the infinity pools that look out to the sunset, it's in these towns.
Yeah, look, I mean, I can see a few down there with all the blue chairs, a couple pools, so nice. It is really quiet over here. It's the total opposite of the place we were just at, and so far we noticed it seems to be mainly hotels here. So if you're looking to have a vacation where you can just come and chill, this is probably where you want to be.
So check out how epic this is behind me. It's called Scaros Rock, and there's remains of a Venetian castle on top.
It's such a unique shape. I'm very curious if it's just like that because of all the earthquakes, or maybe when the volcano erupted a while ago. I wonder if it made it like that. It's really interesting. Cheers.
Cheers.
Got some Freddo cappuccinos. It is so hot out today that we had to get something to cool us down, and this little place is just kind of tucked away back here by all these like beautiful white buildings. This thing is so good. We just turned a corner and there's another church kind of right behind us here. The view is just crazy. Look behind me. I can't get over this place. Santorini and its views. We keep saying that, but I get why people come here now for that reason.
So I will say, this place has such incredible views to the point of it almost doesn't even seem real, if that makes sense. Like, you're just looking and being like, how does this possibly exist? And I think the only other time we may have experienced that kind of feeling was in Dubrovnik in Croatia last year. We'll link up here so you can check that out, because that was also another place that was just out of this world. Oh, you guys, I am melting. It's so hot today. These pools are just torturing us. I would love to jump in one. But tomorrow, we're gonna head over to Oia and we're gonna get to check out a really nice pool from what I've seen. Really excited for that. So we'll see you then.
Welcome back. It is a new day and we are in the most popular town on the island now called Oia.
We've been invited to hang out at one of the nicest hotels in Oia. It's called Canaves. Hopefully I'm saying that right, like everything here. We're gonna hang out at the pool, have some lunch, spend the afternoon, and then maybe we'll go check out the town afterwards. Alright guys, we made it to the restaurant at Canaves. We found out how to pronounce it and that is it. So we're sitting here waiting for our food to come. We've got a beer. Just gonna relax.
Well, and we got something else.
The view's alright.
The view is okay. Keeping with the theme of Santorini. Look at this place. Okay, the food has arrived and we got a little Santorini salad here.
So I see some peppers, onions, feta cheese, of course, some tomatoes, and I think there might be some capers in there too.
And then over this way, we got an eggplant salad and I see more peppers and onions and some parsley and a whole bunch of other goodness. All right, Anna is starting on the Santorini salad here. Now what's kind of neat about this is there's baby tomatoes in there and it looks like a Greek salad. So I don't know if there's a difference or maybe that's what they call it here.
I think they're just calling it that. It's a Greek salad.
Yeah, how is it?
It's delicious. It's got like a lot of oregano on top. Definitely adds a little bit of a punch.
Looks pretty fresh. Is it as fresh as it looks?
Better than it looks.
All right, here we go on the eggplant. Whoa. It's got a smoky flavor. There's a whole lot going on here. Tough one to describe, but right away, taste the smokiness. I don't know if that's coming from the eggplant. Also the peppers and the onions give it a tiny bit of crunch, but the whole thing is kind of wet. It has this wet consistency, which doesn't sound so good. But then you have this, which is a little dry and crunchy. Put them together and it's perfect. So that was absolutely delicious. I still can't get over the view that is that way, but Anna's got a friend back there in the pool. She found a little flamingo and well, there's a pool. Guys, we just switched over to the phone, just we don't want to drop the other camera in the water. There's a chandelier here and a cave. That's why you hear the echo.
So nice in here.
Look at this.
It's cozy.
Wow, what a cool little idea. It's almost like a little hot tub, but it's cold.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna see if I can jump right on Pinky and just kind of float out there and get the view. Wish me luck. Oh yeah, Pinky! He caught me. Oh man, the view, guys, look at this.
This has been such an incredible afternoon. Thank you for having us. I think I'm just gonna float around here for a while and then we'll go explore the town.
So we are all freshened up and now we are right in the middle of Oia and we're about to go explore and take a look around.
Yeah, so we're on a little pedestrian street. It's really beautiful with the sun shining down on it.
So gorgeous.
On one side we have really high-end shopping and on another side we have these like super fancy hotels. It's pretty epic.
I know, I still can't get over this place with the sun going down and it's just getting started. Now we are starting to approach all the people because sunset is soon and we hear people line up in this place to go get the sunset. We're not going to do that, but we knew Oia was going to be like this coming in once you get so far, right?
Yeah, we've heard that, and also not even during sunset. But during the day, we've heard just to get those Instagram shots, those really famous ones, there's lineups of like 50 people just to get that one shot that looks like there's no one around, but there's a million people behind you. So I will go into my feelings about this a little bit more towards the end, so definitely stay tuned for that. But at the moment, it's like we try to find places that are a little off the beaten path and not so crazy, and this is just nuts.
Yeah, so this is not what we're about, and we don't like this part of Santorini.
I don't like standing in lines. I don't like fake Instagram accounts. I don't like that like fake thing of like, it's so perfect here, but you're not showing the million people behind you that are waiting for the exact same photo. I'm just not into that.
So what we can say though, the island is beautiful. We're going to talk about all this at the very end.
Of research on where we should catch the sunset here in Oia. There were a lot of recommendations, and most of them were places that we'd have to go to like a good hour in advance to really get our spot in order to watch it. That's not our thing, in case you haven't figured that out yet. But then we realized the place that we're staying at has its own patio and a really good view of where the sun should set. So why don't we just go back there and nobody will probably get in our way?
Alright guys, so this is what we have for a view, and we think this is going to be, well, pretty spectacular.
Look at it.
I don't think we can ask for anything better than this. That sun's going to drop just about right over there. You're going to see that soon.
So while we wait for the sun to set, we thought we would try to pull all our thoughts together about this island, because both of us have very mixed feelings about it, like some really great feelings and some kind of negative things. But we thought maybe we'd start off with all the things we love about it, because there's a lot to love about this place. Okay,
so first off, if you haven't watched our last video, go do that, because we went off the beaten path to try to find some things in Santorini that, well, no one else does. I mean, well, some people do, but in general, it's not the touristic things that most people come here for. We were in a complete Greek village, staying in a cave house where people did not speak English. So what's interesting is a lot of Greeks from other, we've been on a few islands and in Athens, have told us like, oh, the whole island is just touristic, you won't find the real thing. Well, we did. We actually stayed in a little village where the lady at our Airbnb would bring us like food at night and fresh fruit, and she could not speak English. It was fantastic.
And they were the nicest people. The nicest people.
It was. The other really good thing, this island is exceptionally beautiful. There's no denying that. We've said to ourselves a few times now, we haven't seen anything quite like this. I mean, Dubrovnik's a close comparison. It just feels otherworldly. Just the visuals are
It's unlike anything we've ever seen. Like, it's stunning. There are no words to describe how beautiful it is here. You've seen the photos. It looks incredible. In person, it's just out of this world. I can't even put into words how beautiful it is here, because it's just, you're just gonna walk down the street with your jaw dropped, because it's incredible. I'm glad we came, because we almost didn't. So let's talk about some of the negatives. Wait, before we get to the negatives, we've met a lot of cats on our travels. Not many have been that friendly, but we have a little Greek cat behind us. You can't really see it, but it's been cuddling with us while we've been talking. I'll get him. Hopefully he doesn't knock over the camera, but I'll get him in a shot here. There are nice Greek cats here. Yeah. Okay, so some of the negatives. The big one being how many tourists are here. Specifically in Oia. Like you just saw, what you just watched. There are so many people going out to catch the sunset, and just so much of it feels a little bit fake. When you see photos of Santorini, you see photos with like, for the most part, the really good photos of Santorini on Instagram, there's no people in the photos. And that is like just the white walkways and then the blue domes, and there's no one around. But what you didn't know was that they waited for an hour to get that photo. Yeah, so we are not about that. Our channel's not about that here on YouTube, and our Instagram account is certainly not about that. It's part of the reason why we even came back. We could have kept going just a few minutes ago in the video to go catch the sunset where everybody's gonna be, but we just don't want to do that. There's too many people, and I feel like a lot of people are here because of Instagram, and they just want to be here to say they've been here. Yes. You know, and to take that photo. Right. So I would just encourage people, and Anna and I said this before, if you're going to come to Santorini, you should come here because it is absolutely beautiful, but pair it with another island, right? Yes. So if we go back 2 videos ago, we were in Paros and Antiparos.
Yes.
Beautiful, very traditional. So I would highly encourage people to do something like that.
Yeah.
Go to a place like Paros and then come here so you get to see like the very, very Greek places and then this.
Yes. So make sure, if you haven't already, go watch the last video like we said, here on Santorini. Up next, we are heading out to Crete, and we're probably the most excited about Crete. We're gonna be doing so much there.
We've heard so much. Every time we've told people we're going to Greece, anyone that's been here has been like, you better go to Crete. We are going to Crete and we cannot wait.
We are going really soon.
Yes, tomorrow. All right guys, that's it.
From Santorini, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.